We are getting ourselves our third featured program in MLB The Show 22 starting tomorrow. We've been getting teased all week with some hints and cryptic things, a bunch of Phillies and Jays players being revealed as the week has gone on. And this featured program seems to be featuring a new legend, Roy Halladay. So we're gonna go through, look at the attributes that we will likely see on the cards that have been announced, and take a prediction on what Roy Halladay may look like if he's actually the upcoming new legend MLB 22. Let's get into it. First of all, we have a special announcement on the channel. We are now partnered with G Fuel. If you use code SCANN at checkout, right now you get 30% off. I'd really recommend checking it out. I've been really addicted to Tetris Blast. Very good flavor. I've been loving it the last week or so. Check it out. Go to the link in the description and go give it a go if you're looking for G Fuel. It's a really good product. I've been supporting it for years now. I'm super excited to finally be partnered with them. Without further ado, let's hop on into our predictions in the feature program, what some of the cards that have been announced this week may look like, and see what we may have in store starting tomorrow. First of all, we had a bunch of cryptic hints on theshow.com, on the MLB The Show Twitter. A lot of people were convinced that someone was just drunk on their phone sending out tweets, but these were cryptic hints that were able to be solved with these weird cryptogram solver things. I don't know how any of them work. And this program is going to be emphasizing whatever new legend and players that they played with. So the players we've seen announced this week, like a Gold Delgado, bronze Ryan Howard, Shane Victorino, Cole Hamels, players who played in the Phillies in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and then the Jays in the 2000s. All the stars aligned for it to be Roy Halladay, and it definitely fits with the other hints we've gotten that have apparently broken down to him being a Hall of Famer, and so on. It just seems like Roy Halladay is going to be inbound tomorrow, and it makes entire sense. So what I did was I made some mock card attributes using Show Zone. Check out the Show Zone, by the way. I'll leave their link in the description as well. We made mock card attributes to take a look and guess at what these cards may look like. I know people really don't care about the bronze or the gold, other than maybe Battle Royale purposes, but we'll go through all the cards and see what we may have in store. And honestly, even though Roy Halladay may be the guy in the program, I think a lot of these cards will be very solid. First, we have the bronze veteran Ryan Howard. Gotta get him out of the way. I mean, he's not that great of a card. He's not going to be that great, but I can picture it looking something like this for you BR folk out there. But let's be real, this card is not intended to be used on God Squads. It's a bronze card. Next, we have 80 Carlos Delgado, which is kind of like Ryan Howard, where he probably won't be used on teams, but I feel like it would just be a card that is pretty good versus righties. Probably a bad defense. Not gonna lie, I think the speed was not corrected. He's not gonna have 80 speed. But, you know, Carlos Delgado, this will be a fun BR card for you folk that like the Battle Royale. But now we start getting into the interesting stuff. We got 87 veteran Roy Oswalt. This exact card has existed in previous games, so this is basically just the previous card's attributes, but copy pasted onto this game. I mean, you probably can use him as a very beginning starting pitcher. The slow curveball on Roy Oswalt is always pretty fun. Not gonna be incredible. Be 100% real on that. I don't see him making many teams, but again, his purpose is to be a little henchman type card in the program, so it all makes sense. We also have an 85 All-Star Shane Victorino inbound. Funny enough, he had a card from this exact year last year, but it was an 89 overall postseason card. So just putting logically sound stuff together, I lowered the attributes to look like an 85 overall from that card last year. This card's not gonna make many teams either. But again, you know, it's a henchman type card in the program. It's not what its purpose is gonna be. Next, we actually have ourselves a very interesting card. 90 overall second half hero Cole Hamels. And just from my guess of what the card may look like, he'll probably have a pretty solid hits per 9. Probably look a lot like the face the franchise cards we got at the very beginning of the year. But Cole Hamels has always been a popular lefty. He's got a nice circle change, the cutter pitch mix as well. He's always been a solid starter, so you're someone who's building your team, maybe you have a couple face the franchise starters in your rotation still, Cole Hamels might serve as a replacement for you as your 4-5 starter. He's a usable lefty, nice circle change, solid sweeping curve and cutter. He's always a solid pitcher in Diamond Dynasty. But last but definitely not least, and the main focus of this video, Roy Halladay is likely going to be the only boss in this upcoming program. It's a new legend, so it's someone who has not been a legend in MLB The Show before, and he's someone who seemingly played for the Phillies and the Jays. And you may see the overall and the attributes that I made for this card and seem a little bit disappointed. But I want to take note of a couple things with this. First of all, a lot of the cards are Phillies cards, and I don't know if they're going to make this card a Philly or not, but it just might make sense because Roy Halladay was someone that was really good with the Jays when he was younger and had a little bit more velocity, but was also really good with the Phillies when he was really older. He threw his no-hitter in the playoffs with the Phillies. So it's one of those things where he could either have a younger Jays card or a Phillies card. I decided to do a Phillies card just because a lot of the cards are Phillies that they seem to be dropping in his program. So it just seems more likely. And looking at this card, he would be a top tier starter. He'd be Mike Messina-esque, but probably better hits per 9, because this individual year, a lot of his Phillies years he was really good. Yeah, would definitely have really good hits per 9. Honestly, I had a tough time making this card not too good, because even when I chose 2011, he even had a really good year then. But this Roy Halladay would just be the mid-game Roy Halladay. MLB The Show seems to have this direction with the game this year, where they aren't releasing these super absurd, incredible cards for everyone right away. You know, we're getting a 95 Mookie Betts in the upcoming Always Intense packs, which is going to be very fun. We're getting a bunch of mid-tier, mid-90s cards as we're at this point in the game. And even though he's the only boss, I would kind of be shocked if he was above 96 overall. 95 or 96 just seems to make too much sense at this point in the game. I don't think you'll see a big jump up and give everyone an easy to earn, really good 99 overall. And Roy Halladay is someone that would need a really incredible endgame 99 overall. This card is not meant to be that. It's meant to be a good starter at this point in the game. And you know, the hits per 9 would be good. The control and stuff would be good. He would just be a little bit lower on the velocity in comparison to potentially another Roy Halladay. But this is just my prediction and what I think we may potentially see if Roy Halladay ends up being the boss. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you see a card like this, would you use it in your rotation? Would you keep him, or did you just sell him for the stubs and wait for his really good 99? Do you think he's even gonna get an overall like this, or do you think he's just gonna get a really beefy 99 overall? And again, I'm very excited to cover this program and take a deep dive into it starting tomorrow. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Keep an eye out on that video tomorrow while I'll review all the cards and really give my recommendations on how to complete it quickly. We're gonna try to grind this program entirely tomorrow on stream, at least till Roy Halladay, that is, so we could debut him. So if you want to see that, swing by Twitch tomorrow as well. And we'll be live all day grinding out this program, trying to get ourselves Mr. Roy Halladay. I want to throw this man on my team ASAP. Absolute fun card, fun name to see in this game. Really part of my childhood. I remember him just dominating the Yankees in the AL East. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all again on the next video on the channel. Deuces.